Many of you guys have asked what kind of mascara I wear. So here's my answer. I like to use Urban Decay. It's called Perversion. And the secret is to have two different tubes. One that is kind of drying out. It's on the tail end. And the other one is wet. So you're going to build with the kind of dry one. And then I guess it can kind of work like primer. Some people use mascara primer, I guess, and then you come in with a wet one to really get that lift and that length and volume. I've been doing this since I was in high school, so 30 years ago. No, maybe a little bit, 25 years ago. And everyone, even makeup artists, would ask me like, what are you doing with your lashes? You know, like, I'm a makeup artist, but like, I would like to know. And this is it. This is my secret. So it's gonna make it look like you have fake lashes. So I'll just show you real quick. Which one's my wet one? Oh, I think these two are equal. No, this one's a little bit drier. Anyway, so you really want to start at the root. So you just put on, I only put it on the bottom of the lash. I don't want it on the top because that's gonna weigh down the lashes. I know that, you know, sometimes you go down on the lashes. I don't know why you would want to do that. That's the opposite of what you want. So you just go in, put kind of like a dry, just to bulk up the lashes, bulk it up, and really get the root lifted. And I used to even use like a mechanical pencil, like a, whoop, this is falling, like a small size lead, to really get in between the lashes. Like if, you know, the lashes were getting stuck together, I would go in, you could go in with like a push pen or, you know, something. I know there are brushes for that, but you know, in high school, you just figure it out. So then this is my wet one. See, already, if I didn't have time, okay, done, you know, but I do have some time. I'm in my car. We have a great day today. I'm about to do an amazing case for a beautiful woman. So I'm just, you know, doing my makeup here. This is the wet one. So I'm gonna go in and really look, I'm pushing down with my lid. I'm really trying to capture that wet mascara and pull it through. Boom. That's just one. Okay, well, that's just one stroke. I'm pushing my lashes into the brush, and I'm giving it a little jiggle to really get into the interstices in between. Then I use the tip. Okay, get those little fine wispies. I'm gonna do a little on the bottom because I noticed that when I would only do the top, people would ask me, why are you only putting mascara on your top? So, all right, let me bring some harmony and, you know, put some on the bottom too, so that it doesn't make people question, like, what is off about that? So going back in, I like to keep layering while it is still a little bit wet and juicy so that I get more control. And then you just want to also move up in a medial direction here so that they're vertically. You recruit more of the length of the lash when they're going straight up and not out this way. So if your goal is to make your lashes look longer, you want to go in this up and down direction and not angled out. But if you want the nice angled out look, that's pretty too, you know, do that. Sometimes I do that. Anyway, so now, the benefit of doing this in your car, you got the AC blowing. It's gonna dry it out a little bit, you know, like dry it down, and I'm gonna do the other side. So now you want it wet, get it juicy, and then go in at the root and really push your lid down, give it a jiggle. And you could really layer as much as you want with this technique and make them as dramatic and as big. There's really, the sky's the limit here. You know, do whatever kind of look you're going for. And then I go in with the wispies, get those wispies, get the corner going. push up, pushing up, pushing up. Get the bottom ones. Okay, so now I could just stop, or if I want more drama, going in with my wet one again, and I'm gonna just zhuzh it up a little bit more, give it a little boost. Pushing down, it's really a combination of pushing the lashes down with my lid and pushing the brush up into the root. So I hook the root, I push, grab, give it a jiggle, and I pull. Really barely focusing on getting the mascara on the tips of the lashes, more so getting the root, because that's what kind of separates it out. And look, now they're starting to clump a little bit, so maybe I'll stop on that side because I don't have I'm not using anything to separate them. If I wanted to go in with my dry one again, I could, and get that root going one more time, and then that's gonna add layer upon layer of your dry and then the wet, dry and then the wet, and you could really build and build and build and build. You could get your lashes to basically touch your eyebrows. And you can separate them out again by just kind of pushing your lashes into the brush. Anyway, that's it. I really love Urban Decay Perversion because there's some kind of ingredient in it that's also like conditioning and moisturizing for your lashes. I don't remember what it is. I'll have to remind myself, but years ago I came across it because I think it's nice to have like smart products. If you're gonna be putting it on your face every single day, might as well make it work for you. Okay, thanks.